Hello and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm your host, Kelly, and today we're diving into the still ongoing saga of Duchess Meghan's red Carolina Herrera gown worn 2 months ago. Yes, folks, 2 months later, and the British tabloids, led by the Mail and TikTok critics, are still losing sleep over a dress. What does this say about Meghan's power? Let's unpack the ridiculousness of this obsession. The image was striking. Meghan Markle, radiant in a red Carolina Herrera gown, at the heart of a prestigious gala. The event was one of the most talked about of the season, drawing celebrities, dignitaries, and fashion enthusiasts from around the globe. Meghan's choice of attire was not just a dress, it was a statement, a bold declaration of her presence and her style. The dress, a scarlet masterpiece, flowed around her with effortless grace. It was meticulously crafted, each fold and seam designed to perfection. The rich, vibrant hue of the gown contrasted beautifully with her complexion, making her stand out in the sea of more subdued colours typically seen at such events. It was a bold choice, a statement of confidence. The red dress was not just about fashion, it was about making a mark, about being seen and remembered. In a world where every appearance is scrutinised, Meghan's choice was a testament to her fearless approach to public life. Heads turned, cameras flashed, and the world watched. The red carpet was abuzz with excitement, and Meghan was at the centre of it all. Her entrance was nothing short of spectacular, capturing the attention of everyone present and those watching from afar. Yet, amidst the admiration, a familiar shadow lurked. The whispers began almost immediately, a murmur of voices questioning her choice. In the world of high fashion and public scrutiny, no decision goes unnoticed, and Meghan's red dress was no exception. Whispers arose, criticisms were levied, and the red dress became a lightning rod for controversy. Social media platforms buzzed with debates, as fashion critics and casual observers alike weighed in on her choice. The dress, it seemed, was more than just a piece of clothing. It was a catalyst for discussion. The internet, ever a breeding ground for opinions, erupted. Hashtags trended, articles were written, and everyone had something to say. Some praised her for her boldness, for stepping out of the conventional and embracing something daring and different. Some lauded her sartorial choice, praising its elegance and vibrancy. They saw the dress as a symbol of empowerment, a reflection of Meghan's strength and individuality. For them, the red gown was a triumph, a fashion moment to be celebrated. Others, however, were far from impressed. They viewed the dress as too bold, too flashy, a departure from the understated elegance they expected. For these critics, the gown was a misstep, a fashion faux pas that overshadowed the event itself. They deemed the dress too revealing, too ostentatious, a blatant disregard for decorum. The neckline, the fit, the colour, everything was dissected and debated. In their eyes, Meghan had crossed a line, choosing spectacle over subtlety. The colour, a symbol of passion and power, was deemed inappropriate, garish, a desperate cry for attention. Red, with all its connotations, was seen as too provocative for the occasion. The debate raged on, with opinions as varied as the people expressing them. Was it merely the dress that sparked such ire, or was there something deeper at play? The reactions seemed disproportionate, the intensity of the debate suggesting that more was at stake than just a fashion choice. Or was it something more, something that transcended fabric and cut? The red dress became a symbol, a focal point for broader discussions about identity, power, and the role of women in the public eye. It was as if the gown had taken on a life of its own, representing more than just Meghan's personal style. The answer, perhaps, lies not in the gown itself, but in the complex relationship between Meghan Markle and the court of public opinion. Her every move, every choice, is scrutinised and analysed, often through the lens of preconceived notions and biases. The red dress was a canvas onto which people projected their own beliefs and expectations, making it a subject of endless fascination and debate. The criticism levelled at Meghan's red dress was not merely about fashion. It was a reflection of deeper societal issues that go beyond the surface of fabric and style. It was laced with a potent blend of sexism and judgment, revealing the underlying biases that still pervade our culture. Commentators, both amateur and professional, dissected her every curve, scrutinised every inch of fabric. They seemed to forget that behind the dress was a person, a woman with her own sense of style and identity. The dress, they declared, was too tight, the neckline too low, the colour too bold. Each critique was not just about the dress, but a judgment on Meghan herself. She was accused of courting attention, of disrespecting the event, of deliberately flouting societal norms. The narrative painted her as a rebel, someone who dared to challenge the status quo. The vitriol at times was astounding. It was as if her choice of attire had personally offended the sensibilities of many. Anonymous accounts spewed venom, while established figures hid behind thinly veiled barbs. The anonymity of the internet provided a shield for the most vicious attacks. Her confidence was misconstrued as arrogance, her boldness as a lack of decorum. In a world that often demands conformity, Meghan's individuality was seen as a threat. The message was clear. Meghan had stepped out of line, and the fashion police were ready to punish her. The scrutiny was relentless and the judgment harsh. This, however, was not an isolated incident. Meghan has faced this kind of criticism repeatedly, each time she steps into the public eye. Meghan's fashion choices have consistently been subjected to microscopic scrutiny. Every detail is analysed, every decision questioned. From her casual outings to her formal appearances, every ensemble is analysed, judged, and often condemned. The public seems to have an insatiable appetite for critiquing her. The question arises, why does Meghan Markle, a woman who has repeatedly demonstrated her grace and resilience, incite such fervent criticism? Is it because she dares to be different, to stand out in a world that often values conformity over individuality? Or is it because she represents a challenge to the traditional norms and expectations placed upon women, especially those in the public eye? Whatever the reason, it is clear that Meghan's fashion choices are more than just about clothes. They are a statement, a declaration of her identity and her refusal to be boxed in by societal expectations. The answer, perhaps, lies in our collective fascination with public figures, particularly women who dare to defy expectations. This fascination often borders on obsession, as we project our own desires, fears, and insecurities onto these individuals. Meghan, a woman of colour who married into a traditional institution, represents a challenge to the status quo. Her presence in the royal family disrupts the conventional narrative, making her a target for both admiration and criticism. Her every move is scrutinised, her every choice dissected as if searching for a misstep, a flaw that would justify the negativity. This relentless examination is not just about her actions, but also about what she symbolises. This obsession with Meghan's fashion transcends mere interest. It becomes a lens through which society judges her worth and character. It speaks to a deeper societal tendency to police women's bodies and choices. Fashion, in this context, is not just about style, but about control and conformity. Her clothing, her hair, her makeup all become weapons used to shame, belittle, and control. Each element of her appearance is scrutinized, often harshly, to fit a narrative that seeks to undermine her. The message is clear: stay within the lines, conform to our expectations, or face the consequences. This societal pressure is a form of control that extends beyond Meghan to all women. This relentless scrutiny speaks volumes about our own insecurities and biases. It reveals a discomfort with women who do not fit into predefined roles and who challenge the status quo. It reveals a discomfort with women who are confident, independent, and unafraid to challenge the norm. These women become symbols of defiance, and their confidence is often perceived as a threat. Meghan, in her red dress, embodies these qualities, and her refusal to be cowed by criticism is a powerful act of defiance. Her resilience and strength serve as an inspiration to many, challenging us to rethink our own biases and the way we view women in the public eye. Her actions and choices, whether in fashion or philanthropy, continue to make headlines, not just for their content, but for what they represent. Meghan's journey is a testament to the power of staying true to oneself despite external pressures. In the end, Meghan's story is not just about one woman, but about the broader struggle for acceptance and respect that many women face. Her story encourages us to support and uplift each other, challenging the unhealthy obsessions that seek to tear us down. The gala itself was a star-studded affair, a night for glamour, celebration, and unforgettable moments. Attendees, dressed in their finery, exuded an air of sophistication, elegance and timeless style. The ambience was one of joy and revelry, a far cry from the sombre pronouncements of Meghan's critics and detractors. The dress code, clearly stated as black tie optional, provided ample leeway for individual interpretation and creativity. Meghan's choice, while bold and daring, was by no means out of place. It was a testament to her personal style, a celebration of her femininity, individuality, and strength. To suggest that her attire was inappropriate is to fundamentally misunderstand the nature and spirit of the event. This was a night for celebration, for self-expression, and for pushing the boundaries of traditional fashion norms. Meghan, in her red dress, embodied the spirit of the evening, radiating confidence, joy, and a sense of freedom. Thanks for tuning in to Meghan and Harry Tales. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the Sussexes' lives and the media frenzy that surrounds them. See you next time.